What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. I took a long on NQ and also one on the ES. And I'm going to only do the recap on the NQ because it is the same thing for both assets. So let's jump right into this. Based on how we look at the daily time frame, we did not have much of an idea of where the price is going because we closed above this. Based on this, we could have said that as we displaced the previous day's high, we could expand higher. However, this open low first, which was very deep into the range and almost close to the previous day's low, was giving us confusing price action. So on the daily time frame, I did not have an idea of where it is going, but that is absolutely fine because we can rely on the lower time frame in such cases. Now, when I'm looking at the 4-hour time frame, I see that day opens here, drops lower first, and this is our general range, the price lag that we are trading. So once this open low first creates this SMT here, and then we get this closure, that is pretty much saying that this should be the low of the day because we have SMT, we have a swing, we have a C2 closure, perfect. And London session also expands higher, but we know before all these expansions, we need a retracement in order for the New York to also expand higher. And that is when the 6 a.m. opens low first, tapping or sweeping the sessions, what the London sessions low. And when we drop to the lower time frame, we see that we have gaps here, a lot of gaps on the 1 hour time frame. And this huge drop down is into one of those gaps here. So in the morning, I had all of these gaps annotated. So I said, if we are tapping into this, that's the reversal. If that's going to get a run through, then this is the one. So we had all these gaps and we tapped into all of them and then it started retracing back. However, as you can see, the reason I did not trade this candle was the huge wick. So I waited for the 10 a.m. to open. So we wait for the 6 a.m. to close because of the huge wick, and then we trade the 10 a.m. It has a relatively smaller wick, and also we are very close to the drawn liquidity, and that should be easy to reach. And I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame here. We had this nice closure at the 9:45, but the only problem was that I did not get any entry chances here. So I waited for the 10 a.m. 10 a.m. opens low first, a little bit of a huge drop down, taps into this order block. And when it taps here, I did not enter on this candle because of it is not a C2. So I waited for a C2 closure and then I traded from here to the previous day's high. So when I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame and I would get this C2 closure, I drop down to the 1-minute time frame. What happened here? No, I switched to the other tab. Here. All right, so there we go. And then I get, as soon as I get an entry chance, all of these were entry chances, but I actually could not trust because I was waiting for more confirmation. And once we got this last order block and also we had this inversion, I entered right here and we were very close to the drawn liquidity, and that is pretty much what we can trust. And it was a 3.93, almost a 4-hour trade for the day. Very simple. Every day the same thing happens. And if you are familiar with the model, you have your drawn liquidity, easy as that. All right, guys, that is it for today. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.